Good afternoon. Today we have Denise Ellis, the Director of Assessing, with us. Just go through a few things that are happening right now. And the town is currently going through a recertification process. Can you tell me what's involved with that?
Sure. So the recertification process is from the state, and we are required to inspect properties every 10 years. Well, if your property hasn't been seen in 10 years, then we have to inspect it. So we're out there doing all the inspections. It's a measure and list. So we'll go to the house. We have a third-party company. They'll go to the house, ring the doorbell. If no one's home, then they'll just go around the house, inspect the property, measure the house, and anything that might be on the property as well, like sheds and decks, things like that.
And the people doing this, do they have identification?
They have identification. They should have a tag, and I believe the car that they are driving has a sticker on it that says Assessors, and she is registered with the police department.
And as you said, this is a requirement of the state. How often again?
So it's a requirement from the state. We're constantly out there doing these inspections. It's called the cyclical inspection program. It was kind of on hold during COVID, so now we're back doing all the inspections again. And we have a certain amount that are required to be done so we can be certified by the state.
Home values through your assessment, do the assessments have to be within a certain percentage of the full value?
They have to be, yes, so they have to be somewhere between 90 and 110% of the values, which is the sales values. So we try to keep it at like around 95% if we can. Doing these inspections does not mean that your assessments are going to go up because of the inspections. They're just there to verify that we have the correct information.
Okay. So if someone denies you access to their property, what happens?
That's fine. If they don't want us on the property, then we won't do anything. We'll just leave it as is, and we'll just put down that it was a refused entry so that the state knows that we did try to get into the home or measure the home, and they just didn't want it done. That's fine. You're not required to let us into the property. That's not an issue at all.
Okay. A lot of information is out there that you're going around doing this just so you can raise the assessment on people's property and make them pay more in taxes.
This doesn't have anything to do with that. The only time we would raise the assessments is if you pulled a permit. I mean, an assessment could be raised by us going out there. For instance, if you had a deck and we didn't have that, that's what we're verifying to make sure that we do have the correct information. That's the only reason why your assessment might go up because of an inspection, is if something's there that we do not have. Otherwise, the assessments go up due to the market. So.
And as far as the amount of money the town can raise, we're under, we can only increase the levy 2.5%.
2.5%, yeah.
Per year.
Right.
So this just determines how that is split, whether businesses, homeowners, if properties all went up in value, what would happen to the tax rate?
If the properties go up in value, then the tax rate should go down. And if the values go down, then the tax rate goes up.
Right.
Because we have to, it's all about the levy, right?
Yeah. So are there any programs that residents can take advantage of to help them with their taxes?
Yes, we have a lot of exemptions. The seniors, if you're 70 or over, we have a few different exemptions that you can apply for. There are some requirements, income and asset requirements. You can contact our office and we can go over all of that with you. Veterans, if you're a disabled veteran, we have exemptions for those as well. We have a senior work-off program. We have the veterans work-off program. We also have what's called a deferral. If for some reason you can't pay your taxes, we can defer those, and then you would pay those back when you sell the house or, unfortunately, you pass away. And we also have Clause 18, which is a hardship. So if for some reason, and you don't have to be 70, you're having a really hard time paying your taxes that year, you could apply for a hardship. We'll ask for certain information, and then the board would vote on it to see if it would pass.
And the work-off program for veterans and seniors, are all veterans and all seniors eligible, or is there an income?
So veterans are all eligible. The seniors, I believe there's an income limit on that. And again, we can go over that. And we only have 20 openings for the senior work-off. And this year is the first year that we actually hit the 20. So if anybody's interested in doing the senior work-off, so I would suggest in January, contact us. That's when we're going to have everything ready, and then we can get you on the list if you're eligible. And then, obviously, there's a pack you have to fill out, which you have to be Cory checked.
So if a senior takes advantage of the work-off program, how much is that?
So the senior work-off is $1,500, and that's the same with the veterans work-off. They're both $1,500.
And that comes off your tax bill?
That will come off the taxes. It's you get paid, and then we'll apply that to your third and fourth quarter billing. So we'll split it in half.
And is that considered income when they do their taxes?
It is considered income when you do the taxes, yes.
Okay. I hear a lot of people at times at the treasurer's window who have an excise bill, and they're saying, why do I have to pay this excise
Yeah.
bill? I don't own that vehicle anymore.
Right. If you sell your car, junk it, get rid of it, and then if you have, along with that, if you have a new if you cancel your registration, you can file for an abatement. And then they'll be prorated by the month. But you have to no longer have the car and cancel your registration. If you receive a bill and you no longer have your car, then most likely you did not cancel your registration and it's still active. So if that does happen, you need to get onto the registry's website and make sure that that registration has been canceled.
Okay.
And once all that's done, you can file the abatement.
Okay. A few years ago, when we were talking about the split, deciding the tax rate for commercial versus residential, and we did go to a slight split. A lot of people thought that raises more money. Does it raise any more money?
No, it doesn't raise any more money. It's just splitting the amount. So the commercial will pay more and the residential will pay less, but it's not raising any more money.
Right. We raise the same under the levy, and it's just who pays the bill.
Yes.
Okay. On the programs that you were mentioning to help seniors out, are they all income-based, or some of them aren't?
There's one that's not income-based, it's only asset-based, and that is called the 17E. This year, it's $243. It goes up slightly every year. So as long as you don't exceed the assets, then you'll be eligible for that.
And if people have questions about anything we've talked about here today, rather than go to Facebook, should they contact your office?
Please call our office with any questions. If you have questions about the person out doing the inspections on the cyclical program, please call us. There's a lot of confusion out there about what's going on. I would prefer that you call our office and we can explain everything to you.
What's that number?
Oh, our number is 508-285-0270 is the main number for the assessor's office, and anybody can help you in our office.
And is all that information on your webpage right now? So if they go onto the town hall site, they can...
Yep, just go to the town hall site and go to the assessor's page, and all the information is listed there for you. And for the, and going back to the cyclical program, on the town website, the main page is a list of all the streets that we're doing right now. And when those streets are finished, we'll update it with the next group of streets that are going to be inspected. So if anybody has any questions, if we're coming out to your house, just check that website. And also the police department has a list of all the streets that we're doing right now as well.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
that's everything. You're welcome.